Okay, we're going to talk about number 10 from 3.4, which we kind of discussed, but not really in enough depth to give you, I think, the knowledge to be able to solve some of these problems. So here is the problem. So show that this can be written as, and they put it in standard form. So this is your, if you change the sign of A and B, that's the center, and this is the radius squared is here. So we have to write it in this format, and we have this formula. This is called general form. So what I did is I transformed this equation to look like this, and here we are. And by the way, this is where we started, so we just moved this into 6 over, and we've got a -6. So now we just have a couple steps, and we're gonna have standard form in no time. To me, this part's a bit confusing because it's in reverse alphabetical order. X comes before Y, and it is what it is, okay? And it's the way it's written in your book, and I guess we have to accept it and move on. I'm a very stubborn person, and I was very resistant to this, but I've come to terms with it. It's the way it is. Okay, so G is, you're going to change the sign, and here, let's come back up here. You're going to change the sign and then divide it by 2. That's all you have to do. So let's come up here. We're going to change the sign of the -6 and then divide it by 2. And then we're going to have the x coordinate of the center. I'm going to go ahead and do that. But this aside, we found the center very easily. And that's awesome. I didn't have to do any long algebra. I just found it because we memorized this and this. And we're almost there. We just have to find the radius. If we go back to the question, the main question is here, and they want this, and now all we have to find is the radius. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Okay, so now we're going to refer back to this, and we've got -6 here. So we're going to go ahead and divide it by 2, because that's 2 times G. It's going to give you -6. And we're going to get -3. If you make a sign mistake here, it won't affect anything, which is kind of nice. And because if you make mistakes in life, you should get a second chance. I don't know why I just said that, but anyway, we're going to come here and we're going to divide this by 2. So now we've got 1 squared. We don't have to change the sign. 1 squared, and then minus C. Our C is -6, so we're going to add 6. And we're almost there. It's equal to our radius. So that means that R is equal to 4. So now we've finally almost done what they asked us to do, which is here. We have to write it in this form. So we're going to do that. Okay, so I went ahead and wrote the radius in. Remember, the radius is 4 squared. So it's referring back to this R squared. And if you were to expand this back, you would get the original problem. So if you are bored on Friday afternoon, you can do that, and you can ensure that you can get this from this if you expand it. Otherwise, you can just take my word for it and the textbook's word for it. All right, thanks for watching.